Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and I welcome you to this 3-part Yoga with Props series. In today's practice, I'm going to be showing you some techniques using a foam roller. Now, many people have a love-hate relationship with foam rollers because while they are extremely effective, they can be a little confronting, a little challenging to work with. But I'm going to show you some really easy ways to develop a loving relationship with your foam roller. We are going to target the shoulders, chest, neck, and upper back. So if those are areas that you carry a lot of tension, go ahead and like this video so you can come back and follow along anytime. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comments below. Go ahead and roll out your mat, grab your foam roller, and let's get ready to relieve some tension. To begin, we are going to start by relieving some tension in the backs of the shoulders and moving into the chest as well. So you're going to start by coming onto one side. Now you'll want to place your arm over your roller, and you can make your legs comfortable as you relax on your side. Then you can slowly start to extend your bottom arm and release your weight down onto the foam roller. So here I'm really working underneath the shoulder and working to relax my weight onto the foam roller. It can help if you relax your head, so the weight of your head also gives you a little bit of downward pressure. Now, if this feels good, you can practice in stillness, and I think there's a lot of value in that. Just taking some deep breaths and slowly allowing yourself to relax on the roller. You can also play with incorporating a little bit of movement and actually starting to rock your weight forward and back, kind of massaging the roller along that band of tissue. But it's totally up to you. You can explore and play with the different sensations, being in stillness or incorporating a little bit of movement. But wherever you are, be sure that you connect to a slow, deep breath. The more you can slow down and deepen into your breath, the more relaxation you will feel in your body. So let's go ahead and come on up, pressing yourself up here. Now we're going to roll your roller down a little ways until it's coming down past the bottom of your shoulder blade and kind of along the sides of your ribs. Then again, you can slowly start to roll yourself down onto the roller, and you will start to feel that compression working into some of the intercostal muscles along either in the spaces between the ribs. You'll also feel some of the lats coming around as you soften down onto the roller. Then again, you can play and adjust your placement on the roller. You can stay where you are if that feels good. You can play with rocking forward and back, massaging the muscles as you go. You can also experiment with leaning your weight forward or leaning your weight backwards, and you'll get some very different experiences depending on where you shift your weight. So we want to come back to the deep breath. Allowing yourself to go inward and really feel the sensations as they arise, right? The foam roller, it gives you a lot of pressure, right? So we want to slow down the breathing and allow yourself to ease into the stretch. Just taking another moment here, wherever you are, take one more full round of breath all the way in and all the way out. All right, let's go ahead and press back up off of your roller. Now we're going to make an adjustment here. You're going to come onto your belly. Then you're going to take your foam roller, and you can work along the same side that you were just working. You're going to bring your roller at an angle alongside your body. So the angle isn't pointing out like a V, it's pointing in like an A. Then you're going to lay your chest and shoulder onto your roller. Then just let your arm relax by your side, and we're turning the palm up. And from here, you can just begin to fold forward over the roller. Now, depending on how much tension you have in your chest is going to determine, where you take it with this stretch. So for some of you, this might already be like all the stretch that you need. For some people, you may want to get a little bit deeper, in which case I recommend bending the opposite knee. So whatever shoulder and chest side you're working, we're going to bend the leg on the opposite side. So now you can use that leg to give you some leverage to press a little deeper into the roller. So I'm actually using the leg to push against the earth and lean my weight deeper onto the roller, accessing more of a stretch. Now here you can play a little bit with leaning into the chest or rolling out so that the roller comes along the top of your shoulder. So you can just experiment a little bit there, rocking in and out, exploring how much or how little weight you apply to the roller, and just exploring a little bit around the placement. So we massage the whole front of your chest and your shoulder. And just do that until it feels good. And if you come across a place that feels particularly nice, let yourself spend a little extra time there. And when you feel complete, we'll slowly release. Then go ahead and make your way onto the other side. So we'll start by just bending your knees, making yourself comfortable on your side. And then walk your hand out, lowering yourself down onto your roller. And again, we're bringing the roller right underneath the shoulder, right? And I like to roll the palm of my hand towards center as opposed to being flat to the floor, because it just allows a little bit of rotation in the upper arm. That gives me a little bit deeper access in that shoulder where I'm trying to stretch. But you give yourself a chance to explore. If you like it with the hand down, that might feel a little bit different. Maybe that gives you just what your body needs. Or you could even play with opening your palm towards the sky and see what happens there. And then again, you're welcome to practice stillness, just breath by breath, sinking deeper and deeper into the roller. Or you can play with incorporating a little bit of movement, finding some new places to stretch and massage, right? So we just work our way in there, taking it nice and slow. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Just one deep breath at a time. Great. And we'll slowly start to press yourself back up. And here we're going to lift up and roll your foam roller down towards the ribs. So we're coming past the point of the shoulder blades, coming down a little bit lower than that. Then again, you can extend your arm out and gently release your weight down. Now, you have some room to play here. You can be in stillness if that feels great. You can play with rocking. Ooh! You can play with rocking forward and back, up and down. Oh, or you can play with leaning your weight forward and leaning your way back. So just give yourself some time here. Let yourself be with the sensations and take some deep breaths. Right? These are areas of our bodies that rarely get stretched or massaged. So we aren't always even aware of the tension that's hiding there. We don't always even notice. But when you jump onto this foam roller, it sure becomes apparent where that tension is hiding out. So thank yourself already just for showing up and doing this work today and giving yourself the opportunity to explore the inner landscape. We want to breathe into the spaces and invite more relaxation, invite more softness, more spaciousness. Just taking a couple more moments here, finding your own edge. And when you're ready, we'll slowly release, pressing yourself up. And you can roll onto your belly. You're going to move your bolster or your roller off to the side. And again, it's going to be at a little bit of an angle, pointing in towards the front center of your mat. Then you'll place your shoulder down and relax your hand with your palm facing up. Then again, you get to play with just leaning your weight in, relaxing here. Or you can play with that movement, rolling towards the shoulder or rolling in towards your chest. If you want to get a little bit more pressure, you want to get a little bit deeper in this stretch, then we're going to bend the knee on the opposite leg. So you press that knee into the earth. That gives you the leverage you need to lean in, more weight, getting deeper into your stretch. So again, we're just taking this one deep breath at a time, one sweet moment at a time. There is no need to rush. There is no need to hurry. Just find a feeling of allowing, just saying yes to the stretch. One breath at a time. When you feel complete, and slowly release, coming up off your roller, relaxing through your chest and shoulders. Now just move your roller out of the way, stack your hands one on top of the other, and let your forehead relax onto your hands. Let your shoulders and arms relax. And just feel what you notice in your arms and your shoulders and your lats and your ribs. Take a deep, full breath in, really expanding through your lungs, through your rib cage and your chest. And exhale slowly all the way out. All right, now from here, I want to be sure and get us a real good neck stretch. before we start working along the back. So again, we're going to come on to one side. We're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which one is first. Here, you're going to bring your foam roller underneath your neck with your arm extended out in front of you. Now, this seems well and good, right? No problem. We're just lying on the foam roller. But we want to give it a little more juice. So I'm going to, again, you can kind of use your legs to press into the roller. So I'm even using this top hand to press my weight into the foam roller and really start to light up the muscles along the neck. And then as you roll onto the foam roller, we can move up and down the side of your neck, right? But you get to control the amount of pressure. It's really up to you to determine how much is enough. And we want to breathe deeply, as always, especially working into the neck, right? There's a lot of tension that everybody carries somewhere in their neck and shoulders. So take your time, breathe deep, work into it. And again, you can play with like leaning back a little bit, working more along the back of your neck, or leaning forward a little bit more, getting into areas more along the front of your neck. But I really do encourage you to go to the juicy spots. Don't just go where it's easy. Lean into the places that really need your attention. And we'll slowly release. Go ahead and come on up, roll over to your other side, and we'll do the other side of your neck. So setting up the same way, we're going to bring your roller along the top of your shoulder, extending your arm out in front of you. Just relax your head onto your roller. Now, we could almost just take a nap right here, but we want to activate the stretch. So you can use some of the weight in your legs, a little weight in the top arm, and start to press in, really leaning into that foam roller. We want to go into it. And then we breathe, and it's a real dance, you know, a dance between effort and ease. Like, you've got to use enough effort to lean your weight in and really activate the stretch, but you also want to have enough ease and relaxation that you're not fighting against the stretch, right? So it's a delicate dance, a delicate balance. And we just take it one breath at a time. And you can always come back and practice again and again until it becomes easier, until eventually these things start to feel really good and easy, right? At first it can be challenging and really confronting, especially when there's a lot of tension. The more we work it out, the more we spend time in mindful movement, the more things start to open up. The more ease you find in your body. So it's important, it's meaningful to spend this time taking care of your body. And when you feel complete on this side, you're going to go ahead and come on to your back. So you can scooch your foam roller out of the way and come down onto your back here. Then we are going to bring this foam roller like underneath where your chest is. So you can lift up and roll your foam roller under your back. Now, I like to come all the way down, bringing my hips to the floor, right? So we want to bring the bottom down, and then you can slowly start to lean back. Now, if your back is very tight, you may not be able to go very far, and that's okay. You can just bring your hands behind your head, kind of cradling your head there so you can lean back and relax your neck, right? And then just little by little, leaning back, leaning back, leaning back. Eventually, and if you're more flexible, you may be able to lean all the way back, but it doesn't It doesn't really matter, okay? It's not a competition. There's no right or wrong. This is just a chance to massage your own spine, right? And we all spend so much time hunched over our computers, leaning forward while we're driving, rounded shoulders, tight chest, tight upper back. So this is your chance to reverse the curve, opening up your chest, mobilizing the upper back, which is just stiff and stuck and stationary all the time. Now, once you start to soften and settle in here, you can actually walk your feet forward a little bit, scooch your hips closer to your heels, and we roll the foam roller a little further up your back. Now, for some of you, this may feel better, and for other people, it might feel more challenging. But again, it's up to you how much pressure you use. If it feels better to bring your hands behind your head and support the back of your neck, that might be the best place for you to practice. You can try it and see what you like. For some people, you may start leaning further and further and further back, but it's no competition. And you can also play with just rocking up and down and see how that feels. Massaging the muscles along either side of your spine. So just take a couple more moments here. Let yourself explore, let yourself feel and breathe. Then we'll slowly let it go, just rolling yourself up. You can roll up to a seat. Oh, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to rotate your foam roller 90 degrees. So now it is lengthwise on your mat. Now, it doesn't matter if you're using a long foam roller or a short foam roller. You want to place your foam roller so that you can lie back and let your head rest onto the foam roller. So if your head is falling off, readjust, scooch your foam roller up so you can lay your head on your roller. And it is going to be, just right along your spine on either side. And then you can let your arms relax down by your sides. And, you may want to adjust a few times or just until you find yourself in a really sweet spot where it feels really yummy. It feels very satisfying and good to your body, and you can really actually relax. Then if you want to bring your knees together, you can just let your legs fall into center, or you can relax your legs down by your sides or straight out in front of you. I don't really know exactly how you would relax your legs by your sides, but if any of you have any suggestions, I'd love to find out how to relax your legs by your sides. You can also bring your arms overhead, bending bending your elbows and just let one hand rest into the other. That will give you a little bit more of a stretch into your chest and shoulders. Or you can open your arms out towards the sides. So you have a lot of different options of where you can be here. Most importantly, we want it to feel good. See if you can connect to a deeper breath. And with each exhale, just feel yourself relaxing even more. And when you're ready, just nice and slow, roll yourself over to one side, just gently rolling off your foam roller. And we'll move that roller out of the way and just come on back to your back. Again, you can let your knees fall into center or extend your legs out in front. Either way, we're just going to take a few moments to relax on your back. And just notice what you feel. Feeling the arms, the hands, the chest, the shoulders, your neck. your head. Just taking it all in and letting your body integrate. And letting your breathing slow down and deepen. And when you're ready, slowly begin to make your way up into a seat. Just taking your time, go slow. Just let yourself make your way back into a nice, comfortable, easy seat. Take some deep breaths here and just notice how you feel. And thank yourself for showing up on the mat today and taking this time to explore. And I thank you for allowing me to be your guide. And I look forward to seeing you on your mat again soon. Until then, namaste.